We got a new clue card, which I think I understand. It says, Loic to Ilgil Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Loic, Ilgil Head. Here's Foxfield. Crinkle Crags. I thought I remembered being north. Yeah. Foxfield, Crinkle Crags. Loic to Ilgil Head. Back! Oh, there's the black comb that they were talking about. We should have visited probably. We should have... Here's Loic. Loic. Ilgil Head. I wonder if it's not on the map. There's two options here, I think. One of them is it's on the map, and then we need to do some triangulation. The other is Foxfield to Crinkle Crags is 1, 2, 3, 4 east, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 north. And then we match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it would be here, but maybe it's on the map. I remember the name. G11. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay. We need to cross these. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags, Loic to Ilgil Head. We've got a quadrilateral here that we're working with. Okay. Loic, Ilgil, Foxfield, Crinkle Crags. It makes an X. Do you see it? Is there a way for me to, like, mark this down? Boom. Boom. I guess we could just do it by counting, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's on the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be on the dividing line, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it actually would be on the 3. And then kind of in the middle. That's like there-ish. That looks pretty accurate as a cross point. That looks pretty accurate as a cross point. I say we throw caution to the wind and we try this, and if it doesn't work out, we'll revise our search. Brilliant! The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching, but I can tell that it's interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. 2 for joy. New plants! Hold up. Shockingly similar purple flowers to the plant we just identified a moment back as Dranthium. We're starting to get into the territory of dangerous overlap. Where's that Dranthium go? Put this up. Yeah, where'd the Dranthium go? You use paint for that? I can respect using paint to make that X. That makes sense to me. Srab. It was near the red tactic. There it is. Look how similar they are. But the leaves are completely different. And in fact, I think we know what this plant is. The alternating leaves. I've forgotten the name, though. Might be long vericund. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long vericund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I would be willing to call this long vericund. Believed to lift curses. We got another new plant, didn't we? Something else. 'Twas this. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Dude, we are getting a hell of a shop set up at this point. We are growing too large. Rapidly. You were wise to pledge your support to the Seeds of Redemption. Together, we are stronger. Now that the Dendro has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. I think you're a murderer. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendro will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendro. I suspect that you're complicit in very many murders. But you know what they say. Keep your enemies close and assassins as close as you can. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it and it sees me, all of me. Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. You know, none of these have given me the option to not comply. I wonder if there's any secret plant offerings that you can do. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be really cool if, like, even if it's on a second playthrough, there's an option to, you know, inconspicuously poison some of these people or something. Something that really shakes the core of the storyline, you know? How neat would that be? Anyway, I definitely have your Elderfinium. No problem. Pretty cool looking plant. Discount at Corral and Poe. It's so savage. I mean, you can't get much more discount than found naked and dead in a ditch in a random town somewhere. I don't know how you can get more discount than Edgar Allan Poe to begin with. The writing is good, but pretty discount overall. Larkshine. Lacurus halcyonis. Well, that's wild looking. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs, triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. The seeds are shaped like kidneys, I see. Spiny pods. Oh wait, wild coal doesn't need to move over there. This is like a cure. This is a good plant. I don't think that we have any spiny pods. We're gonna have to look for that. Not unless these are spines. That's a mushroom. We just still have not identified this mushroom. That's kind of wildin'. Next. Grace Enright. My mum was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what Long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. Thank you. She loved this shop. Wow. Do we know any other Enrights? Golden Light. Start at Long Meg, S3, E2. Got any secrets? Long Meg. Golden Light. A mystery and a riddle. Let's be about solving it. Golden Light will be a plant. S3 and E2 would be locations. Except that S is off the map. South 3, East 2. We have to identify what might be called Long Meg. That's the key. That's going to be the key. I have ideas. For something to be long, it would probably want to be either a river or a mountain. And so we look for things that have vaguely Meg names. Lake Undermere, River Leven, Meat Hop, River Kent, Gilpin, Spirit, Loon, Coniston Water, Esk, Ert, Dundon, not seeing anything there. Egremont. Could Long Meg be Low Wood, Crinkle Crags, Ambleside, Rydal, Kentmere, Daughters? Is there any chance that Long Meg would ever be the name of the tree? No. Plus, then that would be, well, that's actually an accessible location. What if somebody's calling the tree Long Meg? It's not like that absurd of a concept. And I don't recall anyone else or anything else that was called Meg. Meg is not a name that I recall. And there's such a convenient position here. 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2 across on this little inlet. Damn. Okay, then that's not it. That's fine. Poison that one guy? Oh yeah, there was the one choice, right? But I'm thinking like secret choices. Secret choices. If you Google this, you get a real world result that's actually useful in game. Oh wow, nice. Isn't there a plant named Long something? That's a good point. Well, there's Long Vericund. I don't think we have anything else that's called Long Meg. I don't remember seeing... I'm skimming. I don't remember seeing Meg anywhere. Meg. Meg. We could try to go to the library to see if they know about it. It's not a bad idea. That would be cool if the game lets you do that. Yeah. Nothing. Okay. Let's go by the library. Wasn't that in Ambleside? Dang. I had hoped that maybe I could look it up in a book. Golden light for sure is a plan. So this note, this much is I can tell you. This is directions to find golden light. We need to start at a place that's being referred to as Long Meg and then go south 3 and east 2. But what we don't know is what Long Meg is. And the trick is that nothing on this map is actually called Long Meg. In fact, I don't think there's Long or Meg anything. And so I think that it's kind of like an alias. Part of me wonders if Long Meg is a name of a plant. But I suspect that Long Meg, like I said, I suspect Long Meg is a name for either a river or a mountain. The problem with it being a river is where would you go, right? Like what part of the river do you start at? And so maybe that lends itself towards a mountain. I suspect I could also keep playing and potentially get more information. I'm not gonna lie, I read y'all say in chat that I could Google this to learn some things. I'm really hesitant to Google in games because I've had to before. I don't know if y'all have played Talos Principle. Talos Principle. It's my runner-up game of the year 2015. If it weren't... Oh, you think it's Meg like... You think Meg is the... You think it's Nessie? So anyway, I played Talos Principle. I played this completely off stream, 2015. You're not supposed to figure it out now. Look it up. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Good guesses, y'all. I could see that being Long Meg. That's interesting. Yeah, a different name for the Loch Ness Monster, which is actually pictured here. But then 1, 2, 3 south, 1, 2 east. It's in the middle of the freaking ocean. What am I supposed to do with that? Go from the tail? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, that's wildin'. I mean, we'll try it, but presumably that results in us being dead. Time to get your boat, find some seaweed. Yeah. 2015 GOTY was Witcher 3. Just in terms of pure enjoyment and time put in. Anyway, to finish this thought about Talos Principle, for those of you who have played it, the game is great, and everything you need to play the game and do 99.9% is contained within the game. All the clues are there. You just need the wherewithal to sort through them and the patience to solve the puzzles, right? With one notable exception. I got every star in that game, which is kind of like a secret collectible, with a friend of mine. We collected every single star, and there was one star that required us to go to Google. And this game is well outside of the statute of limitations. It requires you to know information about the specific date and time of a moon landing in order to solve the puzzle. Something that I would have never, ever, ever in my wildest dreams have been able to come up with out of thin air without going to Google. And it was kind of a weird experience. I kind of appreciated that they had this one kind of off puzzle, but it was also a little bit frustrating in a game in which everything that you could need is in the game to have one secret, one puzzle, which is completely contained outside of the game, right? And so I try, when a game has kind of indicated to me that it's a self-contained, kind of hermetically sealed experience, I try to avoid hitting the internet because oftentimes I find more than I'm looking for. But I also really enjoy games that step outside of themselves and integrate that kind of like real-world trivial information, and so I'm really torn about it. In that moment, playing Talos Principle, I felt both really excited and kind of rewarded, but also a little bit betrayed. A little bit betrayed because they had this one puzzle that was just impossible to solve. You mean you haven't memorized the date of every moon landing? No, I don't. I barely remember my own birthday. I just don't remember numbers like that. Was it at least the first moon landing? I don't remember. Is that a thing? Copyright? Getting everything in Yinglet requires you to ride the metro in Copenhagen? Is there actually a, like, something that you need to find on the Copenhagen metro? That would be really neat. I like this guess that y'all have. That Long Meg is Nessie. And that we are following, we're going on the map from the location of this snake. Do we also have anything here? No. And it was South 3, East 2. And we've just got this arbitrary multi-tile picture of Nessie. I mean, what do we have to lose, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The area is inaccessible. That seems realistic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, we could get right there. There's a little place we could go to. We can go from the tail of Long Meg to the smallest little piece of shore. That's wild, Copyright. That's really cool. I like that. We'll do this customer thing while we wait to recharge. Help me! The amulet! I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Oh God, Anne Wood, yeah, you are aging rapidly. In front of my eyes, you are aging. Yeah, I don't know why you're messing with all this stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been pretty silly for you to do this so far. You opened a locked coffin hidden in a dungeon, and then you took out the amulet and supplied it with a witchy occult plant at its request. Like, this one's kind of on you, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I think that this one's on you. That being said, I do think I have your Long Verikund. So we can help you out for a price. But where did I put it? I'm always misplacing my Long Verikund. I think it's this. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Let me make sure there's not anything else that has small paired stem leaves. That's not already identified. It's not in the poisons section. I'm pretty certain this is your plant, but due diligence. You won't age that much while you're standing here. You'll be fine. All right, cool. Take it or leave it. I can feel it working. Thank you. You're welcome. You might want to get some sleep. Looks like you had a tough night. That was a cool plot line. Was it in her attic? Attic's kind of like a sky dungeon when you think about it. Is it for a price? I mean, we have to be making a living somehow. Good evening, John the Dragon. But maybe it is purely barter economy. I do like that I don't have to manage the cash thing. Caldery. The uses of Caldery are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Twitch chat. Arduina. Remember what the psychic said? She said, there's a way to stop the death. It's with the blessing of Arduina, which means Caldery is actually going to be more than just a plant that we identify. This might be plot central. Identifying Caldery might be the mechanism by which we defeat the masked figure, who I suspect might be actually a plant, or a society of plant people, or perhaps, whatever, the golden dendru, not to be confused with the gilded dendra. Anyway, Caldery? We might own this already. I'm gonna check it out. I'm trying to be the horticulturist, you know. Commit these things to memory. Thin stem, small leaves, and this flower. That's not it. It's all wrong. It's nice to have so many things identified already, too. That's helping. I'd say these leaves are too big. And the flower is not right. You know what? I don't think we own this. I think we've got some flower hunting to do. We'll know it when we see it. It'll come back to us. Just when we need it most. One more. Amos Duncan. It's good to see you, my friend. Wait, this is the person who's been corresponding with us. I've been on the road so long, I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Oh! Our last compatriot, Amos Duncan. Amos is well acquainted with strange horticulture and enjoys drawing the plants within. He spends most of his time outdoors, where he occasionally comes across unusual-looking plants in untrodden places. He collects sketches in his field book, but not the plants themselves, preferring to leave that to others with more expert knowledge. He offers us 4 notes. Oh, baby. This is a righteous puzzle. Easily solved by marrying the tares. This is the game we play now. A puzzle most righteous. So far, so good. There you go. That's our code. That's our code. 6 pedal, 5 pedal, 4 pedal, down pedal, steampunk pedal. 6, 5, 4, down, steampunk. Number 1. There's so much stuff. (1813) Gosforth. Nothing secretive on here, but there is some kind of insignia. We might be wanting to go to the old Gosforth. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Kendall. A location for us to go to? What is this? A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size, with the same symbols etched around its edge, and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. This is what was supposed to teach us how to use this, but we already know how to do it. Number 1. Question is, are there any secrets in this message? I don't think so. And then it looks like 2 plant descriptions. The Trimblehuff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. A cross-section. This is just a description of the image. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. That's a really cool flower. And another one. Devil's Nightcap. Moore's Amicus. Friendly Death? This plant is known colloquially as corpse's friend. Friendly corpse, friend of corpse. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It's a chill, relaxing game. By the way, it has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Smells nice, can cure you, might grow out of you and kill you. It could go either way. Close this. That's so fun. I love that. Cool. Having opened at least one desk drawer, we now have some locations to travel to, like Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology. Didn't we find a plant and a dead animal? We did. Do you suspect that that's what killed it? That could be it. That's a good memory. That's a good memory. It's entirely possible that that's what killed it, was the plant. It ate the seed and the plant came out. I felt so clever figuring that out before getting the letter. Same.